Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for joining me. So today we are working on the main craft room. Now this was a much larger undertaking than the last room that we did. But again, first thing when we got into this room, we went in, tried to make some space, got rid of any empty containers, storage bins that weren't currently storing anything. And then we were also able to go through and grab a few things that had a home in the spare craft room that we already did. I am just going to mention right now that if my voice sounds a little bit raspy today, I am just extremely exhausted. I have been working a lot in the last couple weeks, and honestly, I didn't get my video finished last night. So I'm doing this voiceover at 6 a.m., probably the same day you will be watching it. So I apologize if I sound like I'm sick. I am just very tired. So in these videos, when I say we went through everything in this room, I mean we went through every single thing down to, I think we left a couple like small boxes to sort of like screws and nails and like hangers and stuff. But honestly, we took out and went through everything. So I'm finding with spaces like this, the most important thing when you get started is to really try and find yourself some space. Like I said, we went through, grabbed any empty bins, any empty storage things, anything that wasn't being used to actually store anything, and just got it out of there. That way we created some space, we could move around, we could kind of start getting things settled in and like removed easier. And I think that's so important when you start to actually find some space that you can visually see, and then it feels like you're already making huge progress. So the first probably hour of this room was us just trying to find space, and then even just trying to find somewhere to sit down and work on these smaller containers of odds and ends was really difficult. But once we did, it was so much easier to kind of sit down and go through things. Like I said, this process is extremely exhausting, not just for my client who has the emotional attachments to some of these things and is getting like frustrated with her space, but also like for me, just to physically sit down and go through all these little bags and little containers and just kind of dump everything out. But in the end, it is so worth it. You have to stick to your guns and really remember that this process is not going to be forever. Again, decluttering is kind of a constant process, but not to this extreme level. Hopefully, fingers crossed. All of these boxes had been sitting up on this big shelf with the purple containers, and they're all completely empty. So that is some valuable storage space for actual things that she is going to use. Now for this shelf, you are going to see currently we have just used painter's tape to label all of the bins, She does have some actual label, cute little things to pin on there. We didn't bother with doing that at the moment. First things first is we kind of just want to go through everything, see and make sure all the bins that we have are working. I don't know how many times I opened and just closed that basket. I honestly can't even remember what was in it, but for some reason I just kept deciding I did not want to deal with it and just moving it to the side. So what I thought was important with these is they were a mix of wrapping paper, just kind of random papers, and then like Mac Tac type stuff. So I thought it was really important to divide them all and kind of group them together. That way when she went to look for something, she knew exactly all of the wallpapers she had, all of the wrapping papers, and then it was easier to find what she needed. Now I am going to commend her because this shelf on the left is kind of the paper, stickers, decoupage, that kind of stuff. And I just grabbed it all, kind of put it together. I didn't do any like small organizing of that stuff. And she actually ended up doing it all when I was not there. So congratulations to her. She did an amazing job. You guys will see it in the next video. But honestly, I'm really glad I didn't have to sit there and go through them all. And she had that portion totally under control. So like I had mentioned, there is going to be a second and I'm not sure about a third video. As I am editing this, we are still not quite done this room. Like I said, this was a lot bigger challenge than the first one just because the amount of stuff in this room. But that will be coming up next week, either the reveal or just kind of one more decluttering video. But again, I am so excited for the final reveal of this room. I think this one is going to be completely shocking. I am so excited just to see this space functional for her and for her to get stuff actually done. She has been working so hard and just I again am so proud. So I'm very excited for her to actually start doing some of her crafts now that she can find everything and taking a bit of a break from decluttering some spaces. If you like this video, make sure you guys hit the like button down below. Leave us some comments. Again, I absolutely love reading them all and getting to know some of you guys. It is very inspirational hearing some of your stories and what you guys have been through, and just knowing that we are kind of helping you guys find the motivation to get to your spaces. Again, I do want to share some more of her story probably in the upcoming video. I'm just trying to figure out again how much I'm going to share on the internet because these are people's lives, but so far I'm very grateful for all the inspiration you guys have sent us.